Alright, probably a mistake, but I'm going to try and single dose with 23 grams of this coffee, which I got for free by recycling my bags. So that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if I'm going to love this coffee because I've been having some pretty fancy, expensive coffees lately, and this one looks a little dark roasted for my taste, but yeah, it might turn out good in the Atom 75, which I just picked up. Yeah, I wonder how much we're gonna get out. So I normally wouldn't do a 23 gram dose, but I think only 18 might come out. But we'll see, and it's probably not going to be the most consistent this way. I just removed the portafilter fork. I forgot to clean underneath that, but let's see how this works without the portafilter fork. Try and get that button. We're going to do 7 seconds. See what happens. Yeah, no, it's not letting me hit the button. There we go. Oh shit, I didn't weigh how much that looks about right. I should have tared the portafilter to put it in another container and weigh it, so we actually got 21 grams out. I think I put in 23. Alright, I'm gonna try 20 grams again, single dosing. It seems to get out, wait, what is it, 3 seconds? Oh, we gotta cancel this. So 4.5 seconds seems to get out about 18 grams, but that was when the hopper was full. This one turned out not so good straight, not really my taste profile, a little dark, kind of what I expected, but tasted like what I've had at a restaurant where it's just, kind of bitter, dark, strong espresso. It did work pretty nicely with milk and sugar, just like a chocolatey kind of, nothing too fancy, nothing special. Now we're gonna try 20 grams of this guy, which is a lighter one. I tightened the grind size a little, even though it was kind of flowing slow, so we'll see how this one turns out. I think it's at about 2 on the dial, and we'll see if that works. Well, it looks about right. Came out nice. I did not weigh it though, but it came out as a nice little pile. Didn't really need the funnel, but it probably did prevent some mess. Yeah, I don't feel like transferring it and weighing it, so I'm gonna trust that's about 18 grams. We'll see how it goes. Give it a go. Well, I pulled a shot on this guy, and from previous experience, it is dialed in better. This one was on the Specialita. Atom 75. Pulled a little fast, but with flow control I slowed it down and it actually was pretty good, but there's less clarity. Probably too soon to really judge, but it's kind of what I'm expecting. This is going to be less clarity, more blending of the flavors. The P64, this has unimodal burrs, which is super clear. So this one, we do get more fruit notes, also a lot more acidity, and it's more tea-like in its body and texture. This one has a little more texture to it. Not really something I normally pay too much attention to, but it's noticeable when you switch to a DF64 or one of these where there's hardly any body. You might need some getting used to if you're coming from like a Specialita or a smaller burr grinder or a conical burr, which has a lot of body, not that much clarity. So also for some coffees, like a light roast where you're probably not getting much body out of it anyway, and you want to taste more of the fruit notes, something that's like a well-roasted coffee, you're gonna prefer more of a unimodal type grind distribution. But for something that's a typical, chocolatey, roasty kind of coffee, something like that is going to do better, especially with milk drinks. I'm gonna do another test later with the dark roasted coffee that I didn't really love, but I'm guessing it's going to be even worse if I make it on either one of these, because based on another coffee that was sort of like that, just chocolatey kind of profile, it wasn't even that dark. That one I didn't like on either of these guys, despite them being probably, you know, they're probably better grinders. But on the, not this one, I tried it with the Eureka Oro single doser, and that one turned out really nice as a chocolatey kind of more blended flavor one. So I think this is similar. It probably has more clarity just because the larger burrs, but still nowhere near as much as the P64 with unimodal burrs. Even the DF64 with stock burrs was really high clarity. So a lot of people are surprised. You don't need to upgrade to SSPs with the DF64, or if you want a high clarity grinder, and you don't have to resort to buying this guy, the P64, which is a lot more expensive. DF64 is pretty close for the price. It's a much better value. You might want to tweak it, make the best of it. The DF64s not seen here, they could probably compete with this guy if you do a perfect alignment, modify the declumper, because in the DF64 it kind of holds back coffee, it gets extra fines in there, which may be preferable for some coffees. You might want a little more fines, and then you might get a little bit more of something like that kind of profile where it blends the flavors a little bit together, but it's not going to make that much of a difference that it's, you know, making those unimodal burrs much more unimodal, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm gonna try these one more time now that they've cooled a bit. Yeah, they're both really good. I don't think you'd be disappointed with either of them, and you know what, this one didn't even flow. I think it was like 20 seconds, 30 grams. I wrote it down, but alright, so for you, I checked my notes. It is actually, with this guy, we got 21 seconds, we got 34 grams. This one we got 30 seconds, 35 grams. So not exactly the same comparison, but funny enough, that one's actually more sour, the unimodal on the left, P64. So yeah, not you know, not 100% fair comparison just yet. I'll still finish dialing in the special, keep calling it specialty 75 Atom. Let's just call it the Atom 75. Yeah, good grinder. I just don't know how to use it without single dosing, so it's super fast. I think, I don't know if I mentioned it in this video, I'm probably gonna edit them together, but yeah, 4.5 seconds. I think that gives out like 18 grams, so that's with a hopper that's full, and I don't want to waste coffee, so I'm just putting in like 19 grams at a time, and then hoping I get 18 out, which I'm going to verify next time I use it. I'll try and remember to weigh the portafilter and do it